So I took a pregnancy test. Normally when you take those, they have like the little lines like on it to tell you like if you're pregnant or you're not pregnant. Um, I don't think that they usually like start oozing black liquid and making cryptic like animalistic sounds, but that's what mine did. So not sure if that's right, but forgive me if I'm wrong. But as all of you know, um, I have what is called giant ball sack disorder. J. I don't know my fucking letters, bro. Uh, yeah, giant ball sack disorder. Um, it's it's a living. It's really hard to be me and carry that shit around like all the time. Um, when I'm walking like out in public, like around the parts of the big city, um, I can't like find pants that fit me, so I gotta wear a skirt, but I can't contain them inside my panties. So they just like drag. They just drag across the concrete and it hurts and it hurts. And sometimes like people leave like syringes and other shit like on the ground, like maybe some broken glass or something, and all gets like stuck in there. So when I get home, I gotta carefully take it all out, and it's not fun. Many doctor visits. They've told me that they could do ball sack reduction surgery. I said no, and I'm glad I said no because that leads me back to my initial thing. I am pregnant, but not in the way that you think. Not in the way you think. I have apparently unknowingly been housing um a cryptid, if you must call it that. I just kind of call him my little boy. I've been housing a cryptid inside of my giant ball sack for a really long time. Let's just say that. That is why they are the size that they are. It's because he's in there. I kind of was wondering, like some nights I lay awake and wonder like why are my balls like fucking moving around and shit? Why do I feel something like scratching on the inside of them like trying to get out? Now I know. I got a son. So, you know, great things happening in my life. Now I know that I'm not just like a fucking freak for my giant balls. I mean, I am a freak for like different reasons. And the fact that I have like a 30-year-old cryptid man living inside my testicles. But I mean, really, like, I've been living this long as I am. Like, me knowing this now changes nothing about me, and it shouldn't change how anyone views me. If it does change how you view me, I'm fucking cutting you off, man. I don't know what to tell you. um some facts about my boy. He can come out if he wants to. I've discovered this. He can leave. It's kind of like a like a kangaroo situation where they got the little pouch or like hole or something, and then the little like Joey can come out. It's kind of like that. Um, but he don't really like doing that. He likes to stay in there, and I respect. He's my son, and he's going through like a phase. He's getting older, so I respect his privacy. I don't usually like tell him to leave or nothing. But sometimes when I'm trying to like get down and dirty with the ladies, it's a little awkward because it's like like a 3-person situation, and I don't I don't really want my son seeing me in that light. So um, but some other facts about my boy. His favorite food is corn dogs. Sometimes I'll be cooking, and then I'll hear a little voice come out from my nutsack, and he goes corn dogs, kind of like that. That's the best impression I can do of him. Corn dogs, like that. And then I'll be like, oh, you want corn dogs? You want corn dogs? And then he reaches a little hand out, like that. And I make him some corn dogs, some little corn dogs. And then he grabs them and pulls them back down. Sometimes he will, throw out the stick that the corn dog's on. Sometimes he eats it whole. He's grown quite fond of the taste of wood. So, anything for my little boy, it's just, less for me to throw out at the end of the day. Um, what else about my little boy? Um, he's not quite fond of the Amazing Digital Circus, which is a problem if he is my kid. Um, because if you know me, I'm girl, why are you wrapped up? I'm I'm just built different. So sometimes, yes, I do beat my kid, but it's out of love, you know. When I'm stroking my hog, sometimes I'll get a little beating on him too, and it's just discipline. It's just letting him know, hey, I see you, and I see that like these are the things that make you you, and while I am mad at you and I want to like fucking pummel you to the ground, I see you, and I'm not telling you to leave. This is just what happens, like I love you because you're my boy. So yeah, it's been hard adjusting to this news, knowing this now, but I think I'm getting the hang of it. My parents did kick me out. Yes, I was living in their basement for a really long time, but now it's okay because I'm living in someone else's basement, someone I do not know. They do not know I'm here. Um, but I think I'd like to say I decorated the place quite nicely in the time that I have been here. So, uh, here's hoping that they don't find out that I'm here anytime soon with my little boy. Corn dogs. Oh, what was that? What was that? Corn dogs. I think I gotta feed my boy. Okay. See you guys later. Bye.